Football is the most popular sport in the world. While not every match keeps us on the edge of our seats, football never fails to deliver some unforgettable moments. Therefore, there are moments in football so special that it doesn't matter if our team won or lost. We keep talking about them for months, even years. Exactly these moments show what makes football the most beautiful sport in the world. This is Unforgettable Football Moments. When we talk about unforgettable moments, we must mention Champions League nights. Every football fan knows that Champions League is the most special competition in football. Unforgettable moments often are made through insane comebacks, such as Champions League semi-final in 2019 when Liverpool faced Barcelona. After losing 3-0 in the first leg, no one thought they could come back. But this Anfield night was just magical, the night when Liverpool did the impossible. Liverpool was under huge pressure because they needed 3-0 win to at least draw, which seemed impossible to do against that Barcelona team with Messi and Suarez. Minute is 7th. Divock Origi scores for early Liverpool lead. Anfield get optimistic start. After hard first half, Jorginho Wijnaldum scores for 2-0 lead in minute 54. Anfield starts to believe. Just 2 minutes after, Wijnaldum scores again. The score is 3-0 for Liverpool, which means 3-3 on aggregate. Anfield is erupting. Barcelona defense is broken. Can you remember the most iconic corner of all time? Trent Alexander-Arnold approaches corner in minute 79, but he seems to walk off so somebody other takes it. But no, he rushes and takes precise corner which Divock Origi sends right past Ter Stegen. Barcelona defense wasn't ready. Anfield have never been louder. Fans can't believe their eyes. Liverpool completes one of the greatest comebacks in football history, winning 4-0 against Barcelona. Liverpool is in the Champions League final. There were some dramatical, unforgettable moments, but there are very few as dramatic as the final day of the Premier League season in 2012. This moment wasn't just a winner. This was a goal that decided the Premier League title in the most unbelievable way possible. It was the final match day, and Manchester City needed a win against Queen Park Rangers to secure their first Premier League title in 44 years. Their rivals, Manchester United, had already won their match. If City didn't win, the trophy was heading to Old Trafford. The pressure was huge. At halftime, everything seemed to be going well. Manchester City was leading 1-0, but then disaster struck. Queen Park Rangers scored twice, and suddenly Manchester City was losing 2-1 in the final minutes. The Etihad Stadium fell silent. Fans couldn't believe what was happening. Was their title dream over? Minute 93. City needed 2 goals in added time to win the title. First, Edin Dzeko scored from a corner to make it 2-2. There was hope, but time was running out. Then came a moment that changed football history. Sergio Aguero received the ball inside the box, skipped past the defender and smashed it past the goalkeeper. The stadium exploded. The commentator Martin Tyler screamed, "Aguero!" A moment every football fan remembers. City players ran across the pitch in pure chaos. Fans in the stands were crying, screaming, celebrating. Manchester City has done the impossible. They have won the match 3-2 and became Premier League champions in the most dramatic way imaginable. One kick of the ball, one in a million moment. A moment that will never be forgotten, especially for Manchester City fans. Some goals are great, some goals are legendary, but then there are goals so perfect that even rival fans stand up and applaud. One of these moments happened in 2018 when Cristiano Ronaldo scored one of the greatest goals in Champions League history against Juventus. It was the Champions League quarter-final, and Real Madrid was playing away in Turin. The game was intense, but in the 64th minute, Ronaldo produced a moment that football fans will never forget. Daniel Carvajal delivered a high cross into the box. The ball was behind Ronaldo, but he didn't panic. Instead, he jumped into the air and executed a perfect bicycle kick. His foot connected with the ball at perfect angle, sending it flying into the top corner past Gianluigi Buffon. The stadium was in disbelief. Both Juventus and Real Madrid fans were applauding. Gianluigi Buffon just stood there and watched it in disbelief. This goal delivered the most iconic manager reaction to goal. Just look at Zidane's reaction. Few years later, Ronaldo was asked in an interview about which was the best goal in his career. He mentioned this very goal as his favorite one. Some performances are great, some are legendary, and then are single-player performances that were so good that they completely changed the outcome of the whole game. One of these moments happened in 2022 FIFA World Cup final, when Kylian Mbappe delivered one of the greatest performances ever seen on football's biggest stage. The day when Kylian Mbappe single-handedly almost crushed Argentina's dream. It was Argentina against France, a final that had everything. Messi against Mbappe, a battle between two generations. Argentina started strong, dominating the game and taking a 2-0 lead by half-time. It looked like the match was over, but Mbappe wasn't ready to give up. Then came the 80th minute, a penalty for France. Mbappe stepped up, stayed composed and scored. The score was 2-1. Just 97 seconds later, he struck again. A perfect volley from the edge of the box flew past Emiliano Martinez, and suddenly it was 2-2. France was back from the dead. The match went into extra time, and once again it was Messi who put Argentina back on the front, scoring in the 108th minute. It seemed like Argentina had done enough to win, but Mbappe was not stopping yet. With just 3 minutes left, France won another penalty, a chance to complete a World Cup final hat-trick, something that hadn't been done since 1966. The pressure was immense, but Mbappe showed why he is one of the best players in the world. He sent a goalkeeper the wrong way and scored his third goal of the night. The score is 3-3. A hat-trick in a World Cup final. Unbelievable. The entire stadium was stunned. Even Lionel Messi, the legend himself, could only shake his head. Mbappe had carried his country alone against one of the greatest teams of all time. But as dramatic as his performance was, football can be cruel. The match went to a penalty shootout, and this time Argentina was better. Mbappe scored his penalty, but it wasn't enough. France lost and Argentina became a World Cup champion. Nevertheless, Mbappe's performance was historic. First player since 1966 to score a World Cup final hat-trick. Golden Boot winner with 8 goals in the tournament. And at just 23 years old, he had already cemented his name in World Cup history. Will we ever see such a good performance from single player in such an important match? Goalkeepers rarely score, but when they do, it is indeed special. In 2021, Liverpool desperately needed a win against West Brom to keep their Champions League hopes alive. In the final moments, goalkeeper Alisson Becker went up for the corner. The cross came in, and out of all players, only Alisson headed the ball perfectly into the net. A goalkeeper scoring a winning goal in the last seconds. Truly one-time and unforgettable moments, both for him and both for Liverpool fans. Football is full of surprises, but some upsets are so shocking that they shake the entire world. One of the greatest underdog stories in World Cup history happened on November 22 in 2022, when Saudi Arabia defeated Argentina, nation who later won the World Cup. Argentina came into the match as one of the biggest favorites to win the World Cup. They were on an unbeaten streak of 36 games and had Lionel Messi leading the team. People were already starting to think that Argentina has no chance of winning World Cup if they can defeat one Saudi Arabia. And at first, everything went as expected. Messi scored an early penalty in the 10th minute and Argentina looked in control. They even scored 3 more goals in the first half, but all of them were ruled offside. It seemed like only a matter of time before Argentina finished the game, but then everything changed. In the 48th minute, Saudi Arabia Saleh Al Sheikh received a long ball, held off the defender and slotted the ball into the bottom corner. 1-1. Argentina was shocked. Just 5 minutes later, the unthinkable happened. Salem Al-Dafsari picked up the ball, dribbled past defenders, and unleashed a stunning curling shot into the top corner. 2-1 for Saudi Arabia. Their bench erupted. Their fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. Argentina pushed hard to find an equalizer, but Saudi Arabia's defense refused to break. Their goalkeeper made incredible saves, including a crucial stop in the final minutes. Final whistle blew. Saudi Arabia had done the impossible. A team ranked 51st in the world has just beaten one of the greatest teams in football history, a team that would later go on to win the entire tournament. It was a reminder that nothing is impossible in football. Sometimes, a single pass can be more beautiful than the goal, and one man proved it. Who else than Luka Modric? In the 2022 Champions League quarter-final, Real Madrid were playing against Chelsea. Real Madrid was losing, and they really needed magic. Luka Modric made one of the most beautiful assists of all time, with his iconic Trivela pass to Rodrigo. The assist was so precise that Rodrigo just had to tap in the ball to send it into the net. It was for sure one of the best assists of all time. Just magic. Just unforgettable. El Clasico always delivers drama, but Lionel Messi's last-minute winner in 2017 was something else. The match was tied 2-2, with both teams fighting for a crucial win in the La Liga title race. The clock was ticking, and it seemed like the game was destined to end in a draw. But Messi had other plans. In the 92nd minute, Barcelona launched a final attack. In the blink of an eye, Messi appeared, left unmarked, and struck the ball with precision past Keylor Navas. As the ball hit the back of the net, the Bernabeu fell silent. The Real Madrid fans watched in shock as Messi ran towards the corner flag, about to make one of the most iconic goal celebrations of all times. Messi took off his shirt, held it up to the crowd, and displayed his name and number to the stunned Real Madrid fans. It wasn't just a celebration, it was a statement, a moment of pure confidence and dominance. In the heart of his biggest rival stadium, under the brightest lights, Messi had delivered when it mattered the most. This wasn't just a goal. It was a reminder of why Messi is one of the greatest players of all time. A goal in the dying seconds, a celebration that became legendary, and a moment that will be talked about forever. In the 2022 Champions League, Real Madrid was playing second leg against Paris Saint-Germain. First match was won 1-0 by Paris. Real Madrid was looking forward to win this, but Mbappe scored in 39 minutes. Real Madrid is losing 2-0 on aggregate, but one player single-handedly secured a win for Real Madrid. It was Karim Benzema, who completed hat-trick in just 17 minutes with goals in 61, 76 and 78 minutes. PSG, a team filled with superstars, had collapsed under the pressure of the Bernabeu, and it was all because of one man, Karim Benzema, the captain, the leader, the legend. It was a performance for the ages, a hat-trick that proved why Benzema would go on to win the Ballon d'Or later that year, one of the greatest comebacks in Champions League history, and it all belonged to Karim Benzema. After years of heartbreak, England finally reached an Euro final. It was final in 2020, but played in 2021. The match was played against Italy at Wembley. The match ended 1-1, and the game went on to decide the winner on penalties. England's young stars, including Bukayo Saka, Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford, all missed their penalties, and Italy lifted the trophy. England's dream was crushed. It was an unforgettable moment for Italy as well as for England, but unfortunately in a bad way. World Cup in 2022 really delivered some insane upsets. In addition to the already mentioned Argentina loss to Saudi Arabia, there was one match that shocked the world, probably even worse, because this was in the knockout stage, and that match was Brazil against Croatia. The vast majority of the game was without goals. until Brazil scored in 106th minute. Croatia's dream was crushed. Neymar skillfully placed ball into the net after dribbling Croatia defense. But Croatia has not given up yet. In the fast counter-attack, Bruno Petkovic scored in 117th minute, which was almost the end of additional time, and it seemed to be just a matter of time for Brazil to be declared winner. Extra time finished, and the game went on to the penalties. Who would say Croatia could be able to take one football mega nation, Brazil, to the penalties? At the penalties, Dominik Livakovic shined. He saved Rodrigo's penalty. After all four Croatians converted a penalty, then stopped Marquinhos. Marquinhos shot and hit the goalpost, and that was it. Brazil was knocked out of the World Cup and Croatia won the game. Neymar and Brazil's squad was broken, while Croatia players ran onto the field to celebrate with their hero goalkeeper. And that would be it for this time. If you enjoyed the video, check out my channel and don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic football content. I look forward to read your comments, opinions and criticism about the video in order to make even better videos. Thank you for watching.